over the years, is constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Amid his fraud allegations and unwavering support for Israel against Palestine, Floyd Mayweather has dropped a video on social media, claiming he's been receiving death threats and several notices of an impending attack to his home and family, and it remains unclear if the death threats are as a result of his financial crimes or his support for Israel.
When I stood behind Israel, I wasn't looking for an award. I felt I did what was right. And if that's, when you choose your side, you stay on that side. And this is the side that I chose.
He's now clamoring for help, hoping to get safety from some of his fans or the government. He claimed to have moved out of his house and gotten a temporary place for himself and his family, as there have been several signs of an intruder in his homes, with him seeing letters and danger signals all around his homes. "I'm in danger right now with my family members," Floyd Mayweather said.
Well, my thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great.
"I need help and safety. I really don't know why these guys are after me. I just hope we get help and get out of this as soon as possible." While some of Floyd Mayweather's financial crimes, such as his tax evasion cases, involve the government directly, most of his other cases involve individuals and organizations. As a result, there's the possibility of his threats coming from some of the stores he refused to pay for after getting jewelries, or some real estate investment companies he fraudulently got fake documents from. Also, Floyd Mayweather's enemies are quite numerous, which could be the reasons behind his death threats. In recent weeks, he's had beefs and altercations with Stephen A. Smith and 50 Cent being two main celebrities he's been beefing.
Between 50 Cent and Mayweather.
Yeah.
This looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather promotions.
"I know I've got many haters, but I don't even know who's behind all of these. It's just crazy." For Stephen A. Smith, Floyd Mayweather has hardly offended him. It's been more of him clashing with Floyd Mayweather based on his media duties. While Floyd had his financial crimes issues going on, Stephen A. Smith was the most prominent media voice. He kept showing up on his Stephen A. Smith show, trolling and criticizing Floyd Mayweather for his debts and crime cases.
That's all he needs to do to erase that debt. Don't go to the damn poker table. Don't go to the blackjack table. Don't go to the slot machine, for crying out loud, even if it's only asking you for $1. Don't do it. Stay the hell out of the casino other than your performance.
Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space.
As a result, a beef was sparked between Floyd and Stephen A. Smith, but it's hardly predictable that such attacks would come from Stephen A. Smith. However, the main threat among his enemies is 50 Cent, who he's allegedly owing over $2 million, the amount of money he invested in Mayweather promotions. Ever since, he and 50 Cent have been at loggerheads, and there's some possibility the attack could be coming from him. "I have an idea of one person this could be coming from, and it's crazy. I owe no money, yet I get noises of me owing debts over and over again."
When you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants, to give me the other half?
On the other hand, Floyd Mayweather is also vulnerable on another end. He's been a huge supporter of Israel during their war with Palestine, a position that many aren't sitting well with. The general belief is that no reasonable person should support wars, no matter the person's belief or situation. And while Floyd Mayweather has chosen to support the Israeli, there's every possibility that his threats could come from some Palestine supporters who are against his stance. Following his scam deals and other atrocities committed by the boxer, the victims send mails and messages to Floyd Mayweather's account, which was made public by his family members, about them plotting to attack him once they chance on him in public.
But just my support for Israel, my friends, Avi, Jonah, Henry, and Jonah whole family. I just want to say thank you for embracing me with open arms and always showing me love and not looking at me a certain way. You know, I've been through a lot, you hear a lot of negative things, but you guys have always treated me with, like I said, like family.
Another death threat was directed at his family members because they felt he was doomed to prison for the next few years. There was a particular message that promised to visit his home within a week to attack and hurt his family members. The family members put the threats on the news to ensure they were properly secured and that the public became aware.
On this giveaway, what I'm gonna do is give 2 tickets away to my next exhibition in Mexico. But what I need everybody to do is follow all the instructions down low.
Talking about physical attacks, the boxing legend recently got a feel of that at a shopping mall after exhibiting his notoriety to the frustration of many of those around. The said attack came amid fears the undefeated ex-champion, nicknamed Money, was targeted over his support for Israel. A mob descended on the star, and his entourage as the bling-loving king of the ring went shopping in posh Hatton Garden.
I love bringing the people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Mayweather, who was dressed in a green jacket, looked angry as he and his security were followed in the Capitol. The 47-year-old was confronted by a mob as his bodyguards bundled him out of a top jewelry store and into a waiting black 4x4. A source close to Mayweather insisted that at no point during the chaos was the fighter touched. They added the crowd used racial slurs towards him. Mayweather has since posted on Instagram saying he wasn't punched or touched in any way, adding, "What you're seeing is just my security doing their job to keep things under control."
Boxing legend Floyd Mayweather was jumped in the street as he went jewellery shopping in central London after doubling down on his support for Israel in a furious conflict about the war in Gaza. The ex-champion, who's 47, was strolling around the floor at Hatton Garden this afternoon at around 4:30 when he's said to have got into a dramatic confrontation with a number of jewellery dealers, including some who accused him of supporting genocide. What we do know is that the incident spiralled out into the street.
He said, "I was in the UK for a quick 48-hour stop to do some shopping. I'm perfectly fine and there's nothing more to it." One witness, who declined to be named, filmed the incident after it spiraled out of the store and into the street. He told reporters, "There were maybe about 8 to 10 people involved in going after him, and about 20 or 25 watching on. Mayweather's security team was outnumbered."
Guess what? You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
Someone said that Mayweather had been shopping when he was asked why he supported Israel. He doubled down and said he was proud to support the Jews. Then someone took a swing at him because of that. It looked very targeted. He was bundled out of the shop, but by then there were multiple people trying to hit him and pushing his security guards.
That's
trip out
nothing
to, yeah,
to
nothing
Floyd.
to him. But still, gotta be a little concerned if your home is broken into. Now, he's obviously not the first guy that's had his home broken into this year. It's been an epidemic. Jason Derulo, Yasiel Puig, a couple of different times. Mariah Carey, Demi Lovato, Drake, and Nicki Minaj have all gotten a hit. But Floyd kind of just got here. You gotta wonder what he's thinking of the LA scene.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting
happened.
back to Vegas. It's crazy because these trips are very high profile. He's out in China and he's posting pictures on his Instagram and everybody knows he's there and the house is wide open.
The Eyewitness continued. Floyd took a few hits during it, but his security was trying to push people back. I couldn't really see Floyd trying to throw any punches back. His guards were just trying to get distance between him and them. They got him into a car and tapped the roof 2 times, then it sped off. Clearly, they were desperate to get him out of there. It was over within 2 minutes. It is feared Mayweather was targeted by pro-Gaza supporters over his staunch backing of Israel. The attack came days after the boxer launched the Mayweather Israel Initiative, which he says will give every orphan in Israel a free birthday present. Mayweather has also visited the Middle East, and in October branded Israel his home away from home.
One of the jewelers in the market shouted he supports genocide. People were pushing and trying to get to Mayweather and slap his head. His security guards then ran Mayweather out to the bottom of Hatton Garden and bundled him into the back.
In one of the videos, a man can be heard saying, "You're not gonna believe this man. Money Mayweather just got punched up, bro." Mayweather appeared to be followed by a group of men as he and his security team walked towards a black car. With tensions rising, the ex-boxing champion then got into his car as they drove off amid ugly scenes. In another video, Mayweather was seen browsing in a store with expensive watches and jewelry on show. A witness said Mayweather was window shopping with his entourage. One of the most high-profile boxers in the world walks in with a bright green Louis Vuitton jacket, so he wanted to be seen. The market is predominantly Asian people. One of them shouted, he supports genocide. And then a lot of the other jewelers got involved.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't need to tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only for the best for the champ.
The witness continued. There was a massive argument going on. People were pushing, trying to get him and slap his head. All these macho men were trying to fight him. They ran him out and his security was pushing him, trying to get him away. They were getting punched. He got rushed away in his Rolls Royce. There were drinks thrown at him as he drove off. He didn't say much when he was getting accused of genocide. He was like, let's get the hell out of here. There were 20 to 30 people and 10 to 15 of them were trying to rush him. Mayweather was one of the first major Western stars to visit Israel in the aftermath of Hamas's attacks last year, when 1,200 Israeli civilians were slaughtered by Islamic terrorists. Afterwards, the boxer was confronted by a pro-Palestinian activist during a press conference in Las Vegas to launch his new vape brand. His security team reportedly confiscated a Palestinian flag from an audience member, prompting loud chants of "Free Palestine."
You're talking about a 15,000 square foot house. It's a mansion. It's beautiful, and you know he has nice stuff in there. Like,
you know what's something that kind of gets me about this one?
What's that?
Like, sources close to Floyd have told us that he has a state-of-the-art, alarm system. You would figure that with a $25 million house that's up there in Beverly Hills, you would.
Yeah.
Now, does that make you think that maybe, just maybe...
Are you about to say inside job?
I mean, come on now.
I knew you were.
I mean, yeah. Like, if the
it's one of them TMT guys just not getting paid enough.
During a visit last month, Mayweather joined Israel Defense Forces troops at a military base where he hosted a barbecue, and he was a guest of Netanyahu, 75, at a private meeting to discuss the history of Israel. Though it's highly unlikely that Floyd Mayweather's threats and attacks could come from here, no instance can be written off at this point of desperation. During his last exhibition fight, he and his opponent, John Gotti III, squashed their beef and settled whatever rift was between them. But this wasn't the case a year earlier when their fight ended in an intense brawl. The pair had rained insults on each other during the fight, and after several warnings from the referee, he decided to call off the fight. Once his decision was made, a brawl broke out in the ring between the two fighters and their teams.
He wants to make money, so listen, if they want to do it again, I'm here. And I promise you this time I'm going to come out guns and blazing as soon as that bell rings. And we're going to fight now.
What is your confidence level in terms of like it happening?
Interestingly, the fallout from Floyd Mayweather's exhibition boxing match with John Gotti III kept getting worse. After the bout ended in dual disqualifications and a brawl in the ring between both fighters' camps, Gotti's sister, Nicolette, allegedly threatened Mayweather's daughter. Former Barstool personality Jeff Nadu shared a screen grab of what appeared to be Nicolette's Instagram story with a message that read, "Floyd Mayweather, your daughter was run through by an animal with 12 different baby mamas, your little circus animal, you're all a pack of zoo animals." Nicolette allegedly wrote,
He wants to make money. So listen, if they want to do it again, I'm here. And I promise you this time I'm going to come out guns and blazing as soon as that bell rings. And we're going to fight now.
What is your confidence level in terms of like it happening?
"I swear on my kids, I'm coming for your daughter. It may be 2 years, 3 years from now, but I'm coming, fool." Nicolette's Instagram page is private as of the time it was posted. The message did not include Mayweather's daughters' names, Iyanna and Jira. Prior to the fight, Mayweather's daughters teased the public reveal of Yaya's 2-year-old son, KJ, who she shared with her reported fiancé, rapper NBA Youngboy. "If you want to see KJ for the first time, tune into my dad's fight tonight," Yaya wrote on her Instagram story.
Floyd Mayweather had yet another fake scam exhibition fight this weekend, and apparently they didn't pay the man enough money to take the L. The viral video that occurred before this brawl was them hugging it out and then the ref saying it's over. It wasn't a TKO, but some words were thrown at each other and the brawl continued.
Mayweather was seen holding his grandson shortly before the melee at FLA Live Arena in Sunrise, FLA in a video shared by Yaya's mother, Militia Renee. The fight ended in controversy when Gotti appeared to disagree with referee Kenny Bayless's stoppage with less than a minute left in the 6th round and went around the official to attack Mayweather. That's when both fighters' camps rushed the ring and an all-out brawl ensued. Mayweather and Gotti were then escorted to their respective locker rooms. Afterward, Renee shared a video of Yaya dancing to her Instagram story with the caption, "I don't play about mine."
Words were thrown at each other and the brawl continued. Mayweather versus Gotti III ends in an ugly brawl. The whole stadium went crazy. In the video I can't show you because of violence, Gotti pushed the referee to the side and then got cracked by Mayweather. Both squads stormed the court. And it got ugly until now social media is continuing.
Separately, another fight reportedly broke out backstage between rappers and reality TV stars Jocelyn Hernandez, who performed prior to the fight, and Big Lex. John Gotti Jr. had promised Floyd Mayweather a hellish experience when he got into the ring with him. However, when the two fighters hopped in the squared circle, Floyd Mayweather continued from where he stopped over a year ago and dealt mercilessly with John Gotti III.
Spirit, then I'd be honored because the spirit that the Mexican fighters project and bring forward, there's nowhere else in the world like here. Believe me, and us to be here, it's like...
The only difference between the fight this time and the previous one was the absence of a match-ending brawl. Hence, after the fight, John Jr. was quick to appear in an interview where he not only criticized Floyd Mayweather's win, but also threatened him not to move around their New York territory. John Gotti Jr. was particularly displeased with the fact that Floyd Mayweather fired a referee right in the middle of the fight, a situation that's hardly ever happened in boxing history.
Social media is continuing as Gotti's family threatens Mayweather's family on social media. Who is this woman talking complete facts about Mayweather's daughter who is ran through by animals with 12 different baby mamas, saying the man has a little circus and that they're all a pack of zoo animals?
And soon, Floyd Mayweather left the ring and walked past him backstage. The boxing legend tried to exchange pleasantries with him as he expected some friendliness. However, it was totally different from what Floyd expected, as John Gotti Jr. was heard telling him, "We'll finish you in New York, you cheat. Don't dare come around." With tension still present from last June's exhibition between the two, which ended in an all-out brawl at FLA Live Arena in Florida, Mayweather wanted to make sure there was no funny business this time around.
And us to be here, it's like awe-inspiring just to be here. And as my son had said earlier, everywhere we went, we were meeting up with fighters, we were meeting up with waiters and all sorts of people.
He took issue with the referee Hector Afu of Panama, who penalized him for a hit behind the head. Money Mayweather was so offended by the call that he waved for Afu to go away and forced him to be replaced with Mexican official Alfredo Urquieta. While Floyd Mayweather is under intense threats and attacks, the federal agents also need him to answer questions and undergo investigations ahead of his court trial. Until now, he claimed he and his family members are safe, but need to ensure their properties are in good condition. The video has gone very viral on social media, and many fans have filled his comment section, with some claiming he's getting the rewards for all of his misdeeds, while others think he's being treated unfairly and should get urgent security and attention as soon as possible. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.